it just depends on you know, on the wind and things like that. You know, because coming in on an aircraft carrier is much difficult because, you know, here everything stays still. The aircraft carrier is always moving, you know, with the waves, and it has to make a turn or whatever. Sure. So the airplane has to be guided on, and then the pilots can land it, you know, with the tail hook. Yeah, because you figure, you know, on an aircraft carrier, right? They can't just take off on their own. So they use what's called the launch bar. Okay, so the launch bar goes down to the ground. Okay, and then the shuttle connects to it, and then this is what shoots it off the flight deck. So there's a shuttle that's on the ground, and then it connects to this, and then the shuttle uses steam power, and then with the jet in full power, and then they shoot the shuttle, and then it shoots it off.
Helps the airplane.
Yep.
How fast? How fast?
Same thing, like 200 to 250 miles per hour.
Wow.
And then when they land, you know, they have brakes. You know, they have a multiple disc brakes, right? But in order to land and stop the plane, you have to have something to stop it. So we use what's called the tail hook. So this is what we actually use, and we catch the arresting wire from this. Okay, so what he'll do is he'll drop this down to the ground, and when he comes in for a landing, this thing only catches a long cable, a metal cable, and the cable will slow and stop the aircraft.
Wow.
Yep, and the pilot doesn't use brakes. If he uses brakes, then he'll blow the
So that means
brakes. You know?
so that means that airplane is coming in like 230 miles an hour, and
it
just
catches the
suddenly,
cable.
like in 1 second, just stop.
Stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
In about 400 feet.
400 feet,
Yeah.
so it's like,
Yeah, it comes in very quick, very quick.
oh wow.
So it's you know, but in the cockpit, the pilots have in their ejection seats, they have these strong harnesses and cables, and it keeps them in there. They don't.
Wow. But I bet you they'll feel it.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, I've been caught at what we call a COD. It's a care onboard delivery. It's a propeller plane, and we carry people and cargo. So if you have to leave the ship, you know, you can either get off by helicopter or you can get off by airplane. So I was like, I wanted to get shot off the catapult. So when you sit in this thing, you sit backwards in a little jump seat, and then you shoot you off the catapult. You know, and it's so fast. You know, you lose your hearing and everything. It's pretty wild.
Wow.
Because it just, you know, you take off and it's like everything just goes. It's like somebody puts hands over your ears. You know.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then when you come
nice.
in, it's like you just feel weightless. Ah! You know, everybody throws up. You know. And then you land, and it's like a car accident, you know. Oh yeah, because it's immediate, you know. I mean,
Wow.
if you've been in a car accident, you know, it's a scary feeling, you know. But that's how it is every single day with these guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have one more question.
Yeah, sure.
I see that every time when the airplane lands,
Yeah.
they open that.
Right. Yeah. This is what we call a vent. It's a variable exhaust nozzle. So depending on how much thrust is coming out of this, it'll open or it'll close. So when it's closed, it shoots out a lot more pressure.
Okay.
It's like a hose, right? When you have a same amount of pressure and you make the orifice smaller, then it comes out quicker, right?
Okay.
So that's the same thing with this. So when it's wide, then there's not as much thrust. Yeah.
Okay. So it helps the airplane slows down.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's more for it's more for, you know, for taking off and for aerial maneuvers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So all of our flight surfaces, these are what we call our rudders. The rudders are what make the plane turn left and right. And then these are what we call our horizontal stabilizers. This is what can make the plane go up, go down, or do like a barrel roll. And then you have your trailing surface on the wings, and that's what, you know, helps the plane to do a diving maneuver, you know, or a left or right turn. So all the flight surfaces work together. Now
Okay.
we call this a fly-by-wire plane. Okay, fly-by-wire. Like, you know, some new cars, everything there's no like cables or anything that connect. You know, that connect like your gas pedal, things like that, brake. Same thing with this. It's all done with electronics.
It's all together.
Yeah,
Sensors.
it's all together. Some, like the older planes like those, they have connecting links that connect all the flight services together. This one does not. This one is all electronic. and then it uses hydraulics to keep it moving.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
that one is like more manually.
Yeah, more manual. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's scary, isn't it?
Some people prefer that to this one, you know.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
wow!
They
Wow.
like having those links in there, you know. But it requires rigging. This one, very smart plane.
But that one is this one right here. This new one right here.
Yeah.
It's like a smoother ride. Or
Yeah,
the
I
other
would
one.
I would assume so. I don't know. I'm not